Hey guys, you might have heard that there is a right way to breathe for good health. For example, it is common for yoga instructors to recommend belly breathing rather than chest breathing. And this is generally good for everyday life. But the reality is that it is important to know how to breathe in different ways. Our goal is not just to master belly breathing, but to be good at all types of breathing. So, the breathing sequence that we are about to do today is meant to teach you use different breathing muscles to be good at all types of breathing. It is a great practice that can help you to develop your respiratory system and be healthier. If you don't know me, my name is Daria Albert. I'm a breathwork teacher and I run my own breathing school where I teach people how to improve their lives with breathing exercises. I've also created a free breathing gym that you can join by following the link in the description. Check it out! Typically in my YouTube videos, I take a few minutes to explain how the exercises we are doing impact our bodies. Today we will start practicing right away and discuss breathing while we are doing the exercises. Little note, I have gardeners today working in the garden and they are making some noises. So I really hope that it wouldn't bother you while we are practicing, but in case you hear some bzzz, I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to use a good mic and I hope it's doing its good job. All right, let's get started. For this practice, you can either sit down on the yoga mat if you like to sit in the cross-legged position, or just sit down on the chair or on your bed or even on your sofa. Just make sure that you place your feet on the ground if you are sitting on the sofa. All right? And if you decided to sit in the cross-legged position, then I would suggest you to sit on a pillow or a towel like I am doing, because often what happens when people are not really used to sit in this position, their lower back will bend. In order to avoid it, we just sit on something and then our hips will move a little bit forward and the lower back will be straight. It's essential for us for the breath work, especially when we work with breathing mechanics, to have as straight as possible back. Perfect. If you're sitting on the chair or on your bed, then just align your body the same way as I will tell you to align it in the cross-legged position. Sit down. Make sure that your spine is as straight as possible. Relax your shoulders. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit towards each other in order to open your chest a bit more. But keep your shoulders relaxed. And adjust your chin position. Tuck your chin in a little bit, just by creating kind of a second or even a third chin that might not look so attractive, but it will help you to align your neck with your spine a bit more. And make sure that the top of your head goes towards the ceiling, you kind of lengthening in your spine. Great. Try to keep this position during the time we are doing this breathing sequence. Close your eyes, bring your attention to your breathing. Feel how the air goes inside of your nostrils, filling in your body on the inhales, and how it leaves your body by the same direction on the exhales. Try to breathe through your nose. If your nose is not breathing, then I would suggest you to check some of my other videos where I explain how you can remove stuffy nose with breathing exercises and clean up your nasal passages. And when you are ready, take your right hand and put your index and middle finger like that, straight, and place these two fingers 2 to 3 centimeters below your belly button, one each about below your belly button. And then on the inhales, Push these two fingers out with your belly, inhaling to exactly this spot where you have your fingers. And on the exhales, relax your belly, let it sink down and feel how your two fingers goes inside of your belly. You can gently press on your fingers, but not too much, just gently, just to feel this point a little bit better. On the inhales, you're trying to push your fingers out with the belly, inhaling to exact this point where your fingers at. And on the exhales, let it relax. Breathe this way. Try to bring your attention to this point, 2 to 3 centimeters below your navel point. And try to bring your breathing into this point. Right now, try to keep your chest as calm as possible. Don't create movements in there. It can move a little bit, but not too much. Try to focus on bringing the air into the point where you hold your fingers right now. This breathing exercise is great for developing diaphragmatic breathing, for understanding where your breath should begin. Do one more cycle and come back to your usual breathing, relaxing your right hand on your knees. Stay with yourself a little bit. Observe all the changes that happened inside of your body. And if you know that you're a chest breather in your daily life, then you can use this simple breathing exercise at any time you remember that you're breathing and that you have a couple minutes to just place your fingers below your navel point and breathe into this point. And right now, place your hands on your lower ribs. Just hug yourself from the sides with your hands, your elbows looking towards the sides. And I will ask you to create some resistance to your lower ribs. So hug yourself a little bit tighter. And now on the inhales, I'll ask you to push your hands out with your lower ribs. Push it to the sides, and on the exhales, let it go back to the original place. You can even a little bit push it and help it to go back with your hands. So on the inhales, push your ribs out, pushing your hands to the sides. And on the exhales, let it go back. Here, try to breathe slower. Try to not just forcefully, really fast expand your lower ribs, but try to make it on a few counts. For example, 4 or 5 counts on inhale, and 4 or 5 counts on the exhale. Continue to breathe this way and create some resistance with the help of your hands. I know that quite often in this position your arms, your hands can get tired. Try to maintain this position for a little bit more. It helps us to develop our diaphragmatic breathing and to stretch our diaphragm and make it more elastic, to feel it a bit better. Do one more cycle, and after that, relax your hands a little bit, shake it, just like that. Great. You can massage it. And we will bring it back to the same position. So right now, I'll ask you to again create some resistance in your lower ribs. And right now, try to focus on expansion of your lower ribs to the back and to the front, like that. It still would go a little bit to the sides, but try to really expand your lower ribs, opening it to the front and to the back. Ready, begin. Relax your shoulders. Try to feel this expansion to the back and to the front. It would be a smaller move than when you're pushing your hands to the sides, but it still will be there. It might be a bit challenging for people who do this type of exercises for the first time. In order for us to start to do some moves that we were not used to do before and to feel it, we firstly need to connect our brain to this move and let it understand what exactly you're asking to move from your brain. So this is like a nervous circuits that need to be activated in order to understand and recreate this move in your body. So try to keep your attention on what exactly you want to get from your body, and you can even visualize this move, and then your body will follow it. And again, try to include some counting on the inhales and exhales. Try to make 4 counts on the inhale, 4 counts on the exhale, about that. And just to breathe a bit slower, to not just push your ribs out forcefully, but try to make it in a controlled way. Great, you're doing fantastic. Continue. And do one more cycle. And after next exhale, just come back to your usual breathing, and again relax your hands, shake it a little bit, shake your whole arms, maybe a little bit lift your shoulders and bring it back. You can also relax your legs if you're sitting in the cross-leg position. And I would suggest you to always change the crossing of your legs when you're sitting in the cross-leg position. We have the tendency to sit on one side more than the other. On the side that is more comfortable, we would sit in this position more. But in order to have a balanced hips, we need to switch the crossing of the legs when we sit like that. Not many yoga instructors or any other type of instructors, like meditation instructors, would recommend that. When this can create a lot of troubles for people in their hips. Great, so come back and we will do one more exercise. We will bring our hands to the upper chest right here, right below this collarbone that is kind of going out. Place your elbows on the side of your body, relax your shoulders as much as you can. And right now I will ask you to inhale, and on the inhales, try to bring your hands forward and a little bit up with your chest. Expanding this upper chest, and on the exhale, bring it back and relax it to the original position. Continue to breathe this way. On the inhales, you're trying to inhale in the upper chest and expand your upper chest a bit more. Give it a nice stretch. And on the exhales, bring it back and relax it fully. Your hands helps you to feel this move and to bring your brain attention to this specific area. Your upper lungs are located behind the collarbone and a little bit up. So what we are trying to do right now, we are trying to make your entire lungs work, because in our daily life we use just a little part of our lungs. But when we do breathing exercises, a breath work, then we involve all parts of our lungs and keep them and maintain them healthy. We also maintain our breathing muscles healthy. And as a result of it, we maintain our entire body healthy. All right, continue. Again, try to slow down your breathing a little bit and do 4 or 5 counts on the inhale and 4 or 5 counts on the exhale. You're doing great. Do one more cycle. And after you will exhale, relax your hands on your knees. Come back to your usual breathing. Observe all the differences that happen to your body. Feel how different your breathing is right now. And if you have a chance, just use these breathing exercises once in a while in order to breathe better. Rub your hands, create heat in your hands. Close your face with your hands. Open your eyes and start to slowly remove your hands from the face, bringing it down, and look at your hands. Great. We are done with this practice. This type of practices that work on your breathing mechanics might be a bit boring for some people, but it is important to keep doing them once in a while. I want to remind you again about my free breathing gym. The advantage of this over YouTube is that it provides a more structured approach to improving your breathing. Every day of the week, we focus on different aspects of breathing that helps you achieve the best possible outcomes for your physical and emotional health. It also gives you access to a wonderful community of people just like you who understand the importance of self-improvement for a fulfilling life. Plus, I'm always there to answer your questions. This isn't a sales pitch. It's completely free. There are no trials, no memberships, and I won't collect your bank details. So you don't lose anything to join the breathing gym. Just follow the link in the description and I'll see you really soon.